This is what we're doing today. This is a masterpiece. Hung outdid himself on this. This needs to be on my face immediately. Let's get started. Now I asked him what shadow he used. He's so sweet, he responded. Fangirl. So he used this one from Rarebeauty. This is the shade Nearly Neutral. He said he just buffed this out all over the eye. So let's try this. That was easy. So we'll just grab the cream eyeshadow. And I just kind of threw it on here. I kind of covered the lid. And then from there, I grabbed a fluffy brush. It's a prototype, but it's a little bit fluffier than what I normally use because we want to diffuse this color. So first I'm tapping. And once I get the color where I want it, I actually just kind of brushed off any excess on the back of my hand. What even is that? And then I'll start lightly buffing. It's more of a buff tap. I just feel that anytime I can use tapping motions, it's just going to spread the product a little bit more evenly. I broke out a brand new, fresh, Rarebeauty eyeliner. So today, you're going to see me come from underneath here. So normally I'll start my wing here, but Selena's wing is a little bit more straight. So starting from underneath here gives us a better guideline for a straight wing. Then we're going to connect. And then I'll just kind of fill in. We'll step back and then, oh, I don't know, that's pretty straight. That was pretty good. I did that all in my phone too. And now we'll fill in the gaps. I'm gonna go check the picture. I'm pretty sure it comes all the way across, but let me go double check. This look is all about the eyeliner. We'll finish underneath here once we get our foundation and concealer on. All right, this liner is thick, the way I like it. So I'm going to come from underneath. I'm going to have a little bit more control. I can kind of go on top, but if you don't trust yourself, coming from underneath, it really just gives you a better angle. And you're going to be able to just do a couple little strokes to thicken that liner. Alright, I gotta stop playing around here. I gotta get serious. Hung just shared that I'm doing this look on his story. Let me get serious here. Okay, so now I'm gonna grab this by Mario pencil. This is the shade Super Black. And I'm gonna run this along my top waterline. Let me go check the picture. I'm not sure if it's on the bottom. I'm gonna start on skin. In order to finish through here, we've got to start on skin. I want to try this. I bought this, lost it, found it again. Here we are. Look, it looks empty. But it's not. It's a jelly primer and I want it on my face. I love anything jelly. Plus, it's just so fun. So this one is from Wet n Wild. I feel like it's going to run away. It's going to make its move. There we go. Oh no, a little bit fell. There it is. I caught it though. Let's do a whole segment of Rose putting on jelly primers. So I'm going to work this in. I wanted to see how it feels on the skin. To me, it feels a little bit like the e.l.f. ones, the Jelly Pop. I had swatched it on the back of my hand, but I've not tried it on my face yet. Alright, so we're applying the e.l.f. Big Mood Mascara. I did post an ad today for them, but this is definitely not an ad. I feel this is the perfect mascara for this look because in that picture, Selena doesn't have a whole lot of lash going on there, just so the liner is the main focal point. So I feel that just a little bit of lift here, it's doing the trick. In that picture, Selena's skin looks like skin, but it's extremely luminous and it's just ever so slightly evened out. So I'm actually going to grab my Makeup Forever Reboot foundation. I have it here on the back of my hand. I'm in the shade R370 now. And I'm just going to tap it on with my finger. Wipe off my finger because then I will forget it's on my finger and the foundation will be everywhere. And I'm just going to start to press this in. This is just going to cancel out some redness, even out our skin. It's been one of my favorite foundations now for years. At least a year and a half. Maybe even 2 years now. I've lost track of time. So I'm just going to press that in. And I forgot to mention, this is my magic wand. This is the Anissa Beauty Pinnacle Foundation Brush. And it's all I've used for this one, definitely over a year and a half. Nothing compares to this brush. It just presses your foundation in flawlessly. But you gotta stay pressing. Everybody press. So this, again, I talked about it yesterday. It's my magical tip that just kind of ties everything together. I'm gonna take this foundation on the back of my hand. This is way too much, but I'm gonna grab from way over here. My brush is a prototype, but you want something short and dense. So from here, I'm gonna take it, and what I'm doing is I'm pressing it into that eyeshadow. Even if we've used a powder eyeshadow, a cream eyeshadow, no matter what, we want to take that foundation through here and through this top part through here. That just melts everything together, and it makes sure that this, look at that difference. It even brightened through here, took down that shadow, but we still have that beautiful peachy shadow coming through. It's just really nice and tied in now. This is my new favorite corrector. This one is from NARS. A little tiny bit goes all the way. It is, I'm telling you, this is it. I've tried all the correctors. Now, I'll try to find a dupe, but sometimes things cannot be duped. Press this in, and I actually think I can use whatever's left over here as well. That's how, I feel like I was trying to put a tiny amount, but it's so pigmented that the tiniest amount goes a very long way. So that's going to be enough for both eyes. It's so good. I'm going to go ahead and use the creamy concealer as well. I'm using the shade Creme Brulee, and I'm even going to use less concealer today. And the reason why is because when you use a corrector, you're actually going to be able to use less concealer. It's kind of already laid down that base and corrected any of those dark shadows, so you're not going to have to pile on the concealer. It's a win-win for everyone. I just wanted to give a moment to this line. I am going to clean it up, but right now at this moment I have not cleaned up this liner, and it is so sharp. It's good. It's the spice. So in that picture, Selena looks a little bit more fair than me, and I'm assuming that the blush was probably the one that matches this, but I'm going to use this shade, and I'm going to use about that much, but I'm also going to use my foundation brush to tap it in. Mixing with that little bit of foundation will kind of bring it to this color just a little bit more vivid. That's it. There it is. And in that picture, her blush is pretty high on the cheekbone. If you're ever afraid of using very bright blushes, just apply them with your foundation brush. That little bit of foundation will just mix in and really melt it into the skin. Now, if you will excuse me, I will be back, but I'm gonna go film a first impressions with the e.l.f. Putty bronzer. I'm excited. This one's too dark for me, but I have other ones here, but I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm excited. Be right back. Okay, so you're gonna have to wait till this evening to see my first impressions on the Putty bronzer. But for right now, I'm setting with my Givenchy powder, as always. I also want you to keep in mind, in the picture of Selena that I shared earlier, she looks very dewy and luminous everywhere else. So I'm just kind of setting where I think I might get a little extra shiny. So I'm just kind of setting right through the center. So Selena has a very nude, very bright waterline. So I'm going to grab this NARS liner here. Oh yeah. Now we're gonna hop back here, and I'm gonna do a nice even line across here, but don't worry about being too precise. It looks like it's smoked out just a smidge. So this part does not have to be perfect, but it does need to be thick. Every time I say thick, I just think of Jean. This already looks so good. I am gonna add just a little bit of lash, nothing too wild. I just want a little extra through here. But for now, this is a brush that normally has black eyeshadow in it. It's kind of just one I always grab for black eyeshadow. So whatever's in this is just going to be enough to really soften this harsh bottom line. I'm not smoking it out too far. I'm really just kind of ever so lightly smudging. And I want you to also notice that I'm pressing, and that pressing motion is going to help with any fallout. So I just put on a little bit of this velour glue because it acts like a liner and a glue in one. This one is still my favorite. It's not shiny at all. And I'm just gonna add a couple individuals to the outer part of my eye. I'm gonna do this off camera because it is gonna take me a second, but if you guys want a tutorial, I will give you the tutorial. Let's do some bottom lash mascara. There we go. So I'll just kind of go back and forth. And if you ever mess up, don't worry. You just gotta let it completely dry. And then once it's dry, you scrape it off with a spoolie. Well, look at these bottom lashes. This again is that e.l.f. Big Mood mascara. I'm gonna grab this lip liner. This is from Rarebeauty. I love these. This is the shade Sandy Beige. Just a little bit of definition. We're gonna be doing an extremely nude lip. One of the reasons I love the look. Last but not least, I'm gonna use Belle De Jour. From NARS. Selena's Nude. It looks incredibly creamy. So this one should do the trick. And my earrings here, they are from Casa Clara. I know she had really big earrings on, and these are the biggest ones I have. Yes, this look, it's even better than I imagined. The moment I saw this look, I had to recreate it. Hung is just incredible. I hope I did this look justice. I love you guys. I'll be posting all of the details in just a little while. I've got to finish up filming. I will be posting a last. So excited. I love you guys so much. And let me go finish up. Actually, I'm probably just going to stare at this look for a second and be like, I love makeup. I'm not sure if you know it, but I love makeup. I will see you guys tomorrow. Love y'all.